Hey guys, welcome back to Spooky Island, and we are back with another video. So today I'm here going to be doing a video talking about a spoiler review for Demon Slayer HASHIRA Training Arc Episode 1. Now a few days ago, I was lucky enough to see the Demon Slayer to the HASHIRA Arc movie. I got my cup and my popcorn bucket from America. I've just come back off a holiday. I was lucky enough, my girlfriend took me to see it. We had a very good time. Now if you want to see the world tour vlog that I did on the channel, you can check it out in the Demon Slayer playlist on the channel. I've just done a non-spoiler review as well. If you guys do not want any spoilers for this review, then please do check out the non-spoiler review, because I'm going to be talking about stuff in detail, some spoilers in detail for this review. And then if you guys want, I'm going to do a video going over the opening as well, which I did actually manage to record, because they decided to play at the end of the episode and not at the start. So we're going to get straight into this. I am very excited to talk about it. There are a lot of very big things as well as obviously the opening, which I'll start with. Now this opening had Obanai and Sanami, two of the Hashiras, who were on a mission. Now it was very cool and very exciting to see a first for both of their moves, their sword skills in this show. Obviously, I believe in the manga they had been shown before, but this is the first for the anime to see both of their sword skills, their kind of abilities, how they look when they fight. Obviously we have a distinctive look for the four mains, obviously Nezuko, Tanjiro, Zenitsu and Inosuke, but when it comes to Hashira, we've only seen a couple of them, obviously Tengen and Rengoku. So and then obviously some of the others from season 3. Now this is quite a very big deal, because this opening is teasing, it seems to be the Infinity Castle arc. Now that, if you didn't know, I do not read the manga. I haven't read the manga, but I do know about this this arc. Is a very big deal with the manga. So it seems to be teasing that, at least. I'll break it down. There is a video on YouTube you can watch that someone has uploaded of the fight, but basically these two Hashira they are with two other people. These two people are just, nobody. They ended up going to this seems to be like an abandoned castle, and there are demons there that are ready to jump them. There are a lot of demons. They ended up sending those two people away so they could both just, focus on themselves. They ended up taking out all of these demons, and there is one demon that basically was luring them to the top of this castle, or this kind of monument, or like abandoned car. It looked like a car. I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. I was paying attention to what was going on. Anyway, there's one demon who ends up basically taking them to the top, and he goes over this wall. Now I'm thinking, I know what's about to happen, and I was kind of scared. I don't know what happens in the manga, but I was very excited to see. Now this, basically what happens is both of these two Hashira go over the wall, and they chase him into, obviously, the Infinity Castle, the complex that we saw in the start of season 3, where all of the demons, the high-ranking demons, obviously Muzan called all the high-ranking demons into the complex, the one that like moves around and everything. It's very visually looks really cool. Now I saw they started to fall inside, and you see that they're going in there, and I was very scared, because you don't know who's going to be in there. You don't know, obviously, being a Hashira, never obviously discovering that before, that is a very big thing, because they now know about it, but they don't know how to get there. They're basically transported in there so they could see, and then the demon basically transports them back straight away, so they can't do anything even if they wanted to. And they are very confused. Now that is brought up a little bit later in the episode, where they try and figure out a little bit. I believe they have like a little bit of a conversation before they have a fight, about what might have actually happened. But nothing really is kind of spoke about it too much. Like they have like some kind of comments, and then the rest of the episode goes on. But in terms of the fact that that could be teasing something, I believe that is what that setup is. We're either probably going to get it involved in this season, or that might be a standalone project. Now, anyway, as I was saying, you must excuse the outfit change and everything. I'm now recording this a day after I had some stuff to sort out. Anyway, as I was saying, the opening. So I was saying that it could tease something that could happen this season. But there were, like I said, there were rumors of an actual full Infinity Castle arc movie. There were some rumors that it could be a trilogy of movies. There were rumors that it could be one movie that covers everything in that arc. Like I said, I'm not someone who's read the mangas because I don't want to get spoilers now. I'm so deep into the show. But if you guys have any other kind of update about that without giving me spoilers towards the manga, what would your opinion be if you're someone who has seen the scene? But like I said, very, very cool opening, very, very well done, and I'm very excited to see what we might actually get going forward, whether, like I said, that might tease something or we might get a standalone project. It does seem like that might be something they revisit this season, so we could get an Infinity Castle included maybe towards the end, but we'll have to see. Now, also in this episode there were some quite big topics that were discussed. There was a big meeting with all the HASHIRA minus Tengen. Obviously Tengen is we saw him in the trailer, but he's got, you know, his long hair, he's got a one eye patch and the one arm, just like he was at the end of season 2. He is doing his basically solo training with his 3 wives, and he's training lots of the I guess lower down, like the soldiers and everyone who will be fighting alongside the HASHIRA, as well as obviously some of the students like Tanjiro and Zenitsu, Inosuke, everyone like that. So we see him, he kind of appears towards the end of the episode. Like I said, we just really get to see him be himself. He's there training everyone. But in the middle, a big part of the middle of this episode, like I said, is this meeting that the HASHIRA have. Now, unfortunately, there are circumstances that they obviously do cover that I guess we're going to get some more detail on later on in the series. But the main thing they spoke about was one, the threat of Muzan. Obviously they now kind of know about what happened with Nezuko. They are probably, or there are people who obviously know what has happened. There are obviously rumors as to what has happened, but the researcher that we saw at the very end of season 3, who kind of confirmed to Tanjiro in the letter that he sent, or that she sent via the cat, that she does think that could be obviously possible, and obviously we saw that was possible with Nezuko. She is the chosen one, as to say. So they did speak about that a little bit, and then the biggest part that they thought about before the meeting was broken off. Sorry, the main thing they spoke about was the marks that appeared. Now, we have seen 3 people have these in the current state of the HASHIRA. We've seen Tanjiro many times. He had that appear, I believe, in season 2, but it might be, or was it the first time in season 3? No, it was the first time in season 3, obviously, because he had the raining dance. The mark that he obviously appeared on the top of his head. And then we also had 2 of the HASHIRA members in season 3, when obviously they joined forces with Tanjiro, and their marks appeared as well in different places. Now, their kind of conversation about that was, obviously they asked both the HASHIRA from season 3, they asked both of them what kind of happened and what the situation was that brought that out, because that situation, obviously them being in a situation that it gets brought out, is something that they don't really know too much about. So they we're asking both the HASHIRA members what, obviously the two that were in season 3, what they thought and what maybe might have triggered such a thing. And they both seem to not really be too sure. There were some very funny scenes within them, and like I said, it's nice to see the HASHIRA together again as a whole. Obviously minus Tengen, but it's very cool to see. We did get some kind of update. I'm not going to go too much into detail because there's not really much point right now. But they do kind of come to a conclusion that they both, or all of them, need to kind of be wary and kind of be aware that that is something that will happen, and something that will probably end up making them stronger when they do discover how to control such a thing. Obviously, Tanjiro has had it happen to him a few times over, obviously in season 3, when he was going above and beyond with his power. So we're kind of I'm very excited to see what happens. I think in terms of anything else, is there anything else I need to say? I think there was we didn't see any of the upper demons this episode. We obviously saw the opening, which obviously they fell into the castle. We didn't see Muzan. They spoke a lot about him, and he is obviously in the opening. If you guys, last thing I'll say, the opening is very, very cool, and teases some very cool interactions and very cool fights that will happen this season. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, I will end up doing a video talking about the opening, because there is a video, it is a video worthy on its own because of how much is in this opening. So I will leave that there. I hope you guys enjoyed my spoiler review. Overall, I'll give my overall opinion. I think when it comes to what one I preferred in terms of this movie or the movie from last year, I think both, the way that it's both done, obviously last year they had both the last 2 episodes of season 2 and then the first episode from season 3, as well as this season we had the last episode from season 3 and then the first episode from season 4. Now, both of them, if you like the one that they did last year, you're definitely gonna like this. I feel like this is even a better fit, I would say a bigger and a better fit for the screen than even the one last year was, because this one has some very, very cool scenes, and we actually get to see some very cool fight scenes with the opening. We get to see a lot of scenes that might probably go over people's heads, maybe if it wasn't to be put on this screen, because you're kind of paying attention and watching everything in such a big screen. So overall, I would say definitely go see it, definitely very worth it. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed this spoiler review. I'll probably do a couple more videos talking about the opening and everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and peace.